Welcome to the Caution Flag Contemplations Podcast, a racing show for the fans by a fan. Welcome to this week's episode of the Caution Flag Contemplations Podcast with your host, JP, Dwat, and myself, Casper. We're here on a great rainy Monday night making a recorded podcast for y'all. Thank God for the rain. My grass looked like it was going to just burn from the sun if it didn't rain. So I'm glad we're getting some of that. I'm sure Dwat's missing mowing some yards, so he's probably glad to see a little rain out there. You grow it, we mow it. Ripping off that guy. I don't know if y'all seen him on TikTok before, but he's like my favorite crackhead on TikTok, honest to God. If you hadn't, go look it up. But I don't know. Good weekend, everybody?
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, yeah.
Do anything fun?
Nothing too crazy.
Pickleball.
Pickleball doesn't count as fun. You can't say that every week. You got walking with the wife. That's good. That's fun.
There you go. That's good.
Yeah, that's anything good with the wife. I guess is good. If you play pickleball with her, I guess that's good, and you're allowed to say that. But I don't know. I don't think me and JP could play pickleball. Our ass out of shape, son.
Yeah, that's a fact.
The only pickleball I'm doing is like pickle behind some Jameson. That's called a pickleback, not a pickleball. So, I do like a spear and a beer every once in a while too. Just for the record, JP really enjoys it when I do that too. So
it's nasty.
Pickles
are okay if it's a hot day and you're eating a turkey sandwich. That's the only time.
You know, if you grab you a Busch Light, pour it in a glass, and then shove a dill spear in it, it's pretty good. Just for the record, but adds a little bit of salt. Just for the record, I tried that Sonic thing. This is NASCAR related. This is racing related. Ty Gibbs had that thing on his car from Sonic with the pickle boba balls or whatever. And I meant to talk about it on here, and I forgot. Pops was real excited whenever I told him that I got this thing. He was like, "You did what?" It's like a lime slush with like these pickle juice balls that like gush in your mouth when you squeeze it. This is great.
Sounds nasty.
Stuff for it sounds awful, but I actually liked it. I almost got another one. So, I don't know. Everybody go out and try it. Sonic, they support NASCAR, support Ty Gibbs, the runner-up to Ty Dillon this weekend at Indianapolis for $1 million. We'll see how that goes.
Man.
But, anyways, that's enough about the weekend. We got a lot of junk of the week to cover here. I'm naming this segment. Our news segment is now Junk of the Week because it's just junk that we talk about, usually in our group text. And we're going to talk about it on here. So, JP, did you see your boy Michael Page got in the T-shirt game?
Yep, he's late.
Did you get you one? I just want to know.
He's a loser. You can't come back after Corey makes a shirt. Like, nobody gives a shit. You're late.
I agree that it was late. Also, it was weak. I wish I could remember the link. Get on the page or stupid. It was
like
weak.
That.
Yeah, you lost, Michael. You lost. Corey came to Georgia, whooped you again twice. No, once in Georgia. But I don't know. My news of the week: Kyle Larson. Is it David Gravel? That's his name. I don't know why I put Gravel in here. David Gravel. They got a big old pushing match. Not really, but they had an interesting week there at the Eldora Speedway as we had four days of sprint car racing, which we don't talk about on here. As I told our buddy on TikTok this week, sprint cars is the easiest thing you can drive. You just point and they go there. He then educated me that no, you turn right to go left, and I was like, yeah, brother, we've all seen cars. But I just wanted to clarify real quick. Nobody on this podcast thinks that sprint cars are easy to drive. I would say they're probably harder to drive than pretty much anything out there. I don't know about JP. He might have some kind of off-the-wall opinion. But I think that
hard, I'm sure.
We're kind of all in agreement that they're hard to drive. They don't really race them in East Tennessee where we live, so we do the late model thing. But I do enjoy a good view, and the high limits really made it a lot of fun to watch on flow. So, anyways, Larson and Gravel kind of got into it. Gravel got DQ'd from a high limit race early in the week. As y'all know, Kyle Larson's an owner in that series, blah, 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 blah. Gravel's not really liked high limit all that much. He thinks Lord Outlaw is where you're supposed to race, blah, 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 blah. And anyways, it was like Friday night. Larson and him were kind of racing. Larson was absolutely just like slide or die pretty much all week out there at Eldora, and Gravel did not like it. He barely cleared him a couple times, and then Gravel threw it back at him. Didn't like it. After the race, Gravel bumps him. Larson spins. under caution, I don't know that I've ever seen contact after a race in a sprint car race. And again, I haven't watched a bunch, but it seems like a terrible idea. There's not really anything to bump and bang other than just to push somebody over, which apparently you see in late models. We'll get to that in a minute. But I don't know, just kind of interesting battle back and forth. Kyle Larson getting a little bit of his mojo back this week. We talked about last week. He looked pretty good in sprint cars this week. He finished like third, win third. So, not bad. Rico was tough, boys. Rico's got that thing set on kill. Good to see that after his excursion a few years ago into NASCAR. Glad to see him back to dominate kind of sprint cars. So, but D, what'd you see this week? You want to talk about in the junk segment?
Well, back to the Page T-shirt. I kind of like it. You know what I'm saying? I might get me one of those old Page T-shirts. I like to come back. I think it's a little bit of a copy deal, but. Hey, it makes some money,
man,
so
this guy.
I was fine with it.
He's a bandwagon fan, guys.
Yeah,
he was wearing a Corey Hedgecock shirt Tuesday night, I'm sure. But by God, we go to Georgia, we're gonna wear the Michael Page shirt.
I guess some of the big news was with the open car situation with the whole lawsuit breaking out again.
Yeah.
So it was, for me, just as a fan, it was good to see finally some kind of answer on what's going on. So. I'm fine with NASCAR winning, or for now. Well, I'm sure there's a lot more that goes into it, but as a fan, I like to see a good answer on what's going on.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what happens with that. As we go, how long? I guess they'll be open the rest of the year, I suppose.
Yeah, so they actually made a rule in the rule book today. Yeah. It was essentially something I didn't read too far into it, but essentially. With the points that they had, they're going to be essentially locked into the rest of the races for this year. Because they changed the way the open cars work with points or some weird something.
Stupid, but look at that. See, this is where NASCAR is trying to take the high road here and look good. Which is going to really play into a question we're going to talk about later in the show from a fan. We got some fan questions this week, boys. But yeah, other than that, Chicago Street Course is out for 2026 on pause. I hope that means they're going to Chicagoland. I doubt it, but I can hope. The rumor I heard last night is that the issue is actually the July 4th date, and that the city of Chicago would like it to not be on July 4th because people want to do July 4th things on July 4th in that park that they have to shut down, which makes some sense. So I have respect for that, but I'm going to guess that that date's probably going to go. Well, I hope it goes to Atlanta, to be honest with you. But the street course date's going to San Diego. Y'all can go ahead and write that down wherever you want to. That's pretty much a done deal, I would assume, at this point. So, other than that, Ryan Preece wins at Stafford with the Cletus Cars event.
As soon as I saw the picture of his Crown Vic wrapped like his NASCAR, I knew it was over from the second seeing that.
To be honest, you can't take an active Cup driver to their hometown track and have them lose. I would assume that was a Cup motor in that car, and he had at least 100 horse on everybody, right?
I don't know. He also has the lap advantage there of how many laps he's turned.
For sure, he's also a really talented driver too. Look at what he's done this year with his NASCAR stuff. It ain't that good. So that was awesome. But other than that, we're going to open this up with a fan question. I don't know if you guys seen the news. Bob Gardner gets into somebody in a 10 car. I don't know who it was at the Mars race. Was it Farmer City? Is that where it's at?
Yeah.
Tri-City, Farmer City, Mars race, whatever it was. And they're firing off, I guess, in the heat, and did not like it. Bob got ran to the wall and told to lift, and he didn't enjoy that very much, so he wanted to get back to this dude. And he tried to hit him head on, kind of missed. They came back around. He tried to, and I quote, flatten his left rear tire, and he rolled the car over. So, we talked about this a little bit ago with the whole Page Hedgecock situation. It wasn't that far from Hedgecock rolling over, and that is an issue, and people are going to start getting hurt. And then you turn around this week and you see this, and you're like, oh my God. I assumed this was going to be a 1-year suspension. So, anyways, the question that we got from the fan is, do you feel that the 6-month suspension, Mr. James from Rock Hill, South Carolina, asks, do you feel that the 6-month suspension is sufficient for the act? You two, I know you've seen the video. If you haven't, just get off my podcast and never come back. But I know you have. Dwat, you first. Do you feel that 6 months was sufficient?
No. First off, you can't go the wrong way and you can't flip somebody over. So, should be a 1 year ban from that series, if not other series.
Yeah, I agree. So again, this is similar to the Corey Hedgecock, Michael Page. This is also a dirt car deal, so they can't no dirt car races. So they're missing the PDC here, which is kind of the big deal, I guess, for Bob Gardner.
Yeah.
Being from that area. JP, what's your opinion?
I think he should be never allowed at a dirt track again, honestly. Like, in a car. He can go watch, but he shouldn't be able to drive. It's one thing to hit somebody, but, like, I don't care if you didn't mean to flip the dude. If you flip somebody after the race, you're putting them in danger. You're ruining their equipment. Whenever you flip a car, it's not just the car that you have to worry about. The engine probably has to get rebuilt when it's upside down at any point if it was running.
Yeah.
Everything on the car has to be gone through. It puts the driver, in danger. It's just ridiculous. He shouldn't be allowed in a car ever again.
Yeah. Fair enough. I think that this is about the third incident we've had like this year in Super Late Models, if you include the Port Royal and the Corey Hedgecock. Those are like the three main ones that come to mind as far as like actually dangerous deals. I think this being right on the edge of the whole Corey Hedgecock thing, like I feel like you kind of have to like I know that they don't. It's not the same series, right? But you almost have to look at this as a step up because with the social media and with the flow and dirt on dirt and all the Dirt Vision, all the X, all the videos that get out, everybody sees them, right? And you continue to do this, more and more guys are going to act like idiots, and it's not okay. One of the big problem that I have, I don't think that 6 months is enough. The reason is he tried twice. So when he tried the first time and he missed, like if you watch that flow video, like they're on the race radio, no, don't do it, like the whole time. Yeah. And the fact that he made the second attempt and then rolled him over, I just feel like that's got to be like 1 year minimum. Lifetime is a long time, but like 1 year minimum, like maybe some anger management classes. Yeah. I don't know.
Here's another thing. At what point does it become attempted vehicle manslaughter?
We're not getting into that on this show. This is a fan show. You'd have to talk to some lawyers about that. We can dial up my buddy if we really need to. But I don't want to go down the Tony Stewart road. There's a lot of people making inappropriate Tony Stewart comments on the internet. You guys are all idiots, every one of you. It doesn't matter what side you're on. That's a really effed up situation that happened a long time ago, and you shouldn't be talking about it. It's a shame that happened how it did. And we saw how that worked out legally. Tony was cleared, so leave Tony alone. A bunch of idiots out there. Just want to clarify that. But I don't know. It's one of those things, man, like, it's just not enough. He really shouldn't race for a year, in my opinion. And then I think it should be questionable. He's got to do something to come back. If nothing else, just prove a point. And I hope we don't see him once. Hope this is the last one of these. We all like a little beating and banging during the racing. We like the hard sliders. We like racing each other. I don't care if you wreck somebody when you're racing, but under yellow, no. Like, it's stupid. But again, back to the Hedgecock thing, biggest issue with this is at some point a crew member, a track worker, somebody like that's going to get hurt, and that's the bigger issue really than the guys in the race cars in my mind. So I don't think it was enough, James. Thanks for your question. We will get your sticker out to you shortly. I appreciate it very much. I don't know about South Carolina, though. I'm not about those fake Carolina Gamecocks. So. All right, moving on. We had a lot of dirt racing this week. In case y'all didn't know, while we were recording the show last week, we had Southern Nationals at Volunteer Speedway. I'm going to go ahead and give Dwat the credit. He did get the pick with the old Christopher Madden and the 44, so we'll go ahead and start him off with his first win of the week there. But we'll let him cover Southern Nationals in their week real quick, and then I'll get us back for Lucas. So, take it away.
Yeah. So, Volunteer Speedway was Monday night. Great race. It was Madden started second. He took the lead early on, and it was a great track with the they got those different slide jobs and whatnot. Mike Marlar and a couple other guys are really getting after it there, and it was all in all great track. I love it, and so it's always good to see them go there. I-75 Tuesday night. We were there, up there in the tier parking, so that was a good night. Hedgecock got the win. He spun out on the opening lap, got a spot back, so it was a spin to win type night for him. But like I said, it was a great night. Then they headed to Sonoy Raceway on Thursday night. Ashton Winger got the win. Him and Seawright were battling hard there at the end. That was a really good clean sliders. Nobody was mad at nobody, and all in all, that was another great night. And then Swainsboro is a different type of track compared to what I've just been talking about. Real flat, but it's something for me as a fan. I'm like, but it always puts out good racing. So that one went to Hitchcock, and then Scriven was. I like those kind of tracks. Those kind of like a bull ring. Garrett Smith led all the laps in that one. So all in all, again, he was the man to beat that night. And then there was a little deal with Hitchcock and somebody else. He was pointing at him there on the track.
Yeah.
I guess Hitchcock got into it.
Hayden Cowan.
Oh, okay.
Did they never showed the replay?
No.
My favorite ex-jackass on dirt is up here talking like, "Oh, Hitchcock's an idiot." I guess he's a Page fan. I have no idea. They didn't show the replay, so why are we talking? He said it looks intentional, but we didn't have a replay. What the hell? I mean, come on, dog. Like, they didn't have a camera on. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But that's all right. Corey, he ain't scared. In case y'all are curious, he ain't scared. Y'all come and get you some. Sorry, keep going.
But Garrett Smith got the win. He dominated that night. They head to Toccoa on Tuesday. They're off today and tomorrow. And then they head to North Georgia on Friday, and then to the High Bank Tazewell on Saturday night.
Yeah, and Sugar Creek on Thursday. So,
okay. Yeah, Sugar Creek Thursday.
So they got like a 4-day run there, kind of to shut this thing down. Y'all are going to all those, right? Sugar Creek is about an hour from y'all's house Thursday night. I expect to see y'all there in some pictures. North Georgia's about 45 minutes from y'all's house. Expect to see you there. And I'll go to Tazewell, maybe. I'd like to go to Tazewell, actually. I would like to go to North Georgia. I haven't been there in a long time. Obviously, I missed that. But I don't know. I was thinking about going to Sugar Creek. Y'all going? It's in Blue Ridge. How far is that from there?
From my house, it says an hour and 37 minutes.
It says 2:20 from my house. I got to work Friday. I don't know. We'll see. If I get a crazy hair up my butt, maybe. But I'd like to go to Tazewell if I can Saturday night. I don't know what all we got going on. My life's busy, in case y'all hadn't figured that out. I try to go to more than I ever make it to. But we'll see what happens there. I'm excited. So points update real quick on the Southern Nationals. Jimmy Owens with the points lead currently. Y'all think he's going to hold her down, or?
I hope so.
I'm trying to pull up the standings here. I had it and I lost it, but I will get it right here. Jimmy Owens has a 8-point lead over Garrett Smith, and Kay Lowdy is about another 8 back behind him. Beckham Malone's about 50. He's about 70 behind Owens. So, like, there's about 3 guys kind of have a chance to win this thing. Still a lot of racing left, though, right? I mean, kind of depends what Owens can do. And Garrett Smith, I mean, I feel like if he shows up at all these races, he's been pretty quick everywhere he's unloaded, national or not. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We are going to pick that later. I don't know if y'all saw the text before the show. We're having twin features for picks this week, so 3 and 3. So we'll see who gets the wins. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to a good points battle. One thing I did want to point out for Owens. Owens is also doing that thing at East Alabama Motor Speedway, which has their 10,000 win super race Saturday, and it's like 10,000 win point championship for their it's either 6, 8, 10 races or whatever, but it's been 10,000 win race. He's been down there to all of them so far. So in theory, he has to make a decision on Saturday night, pending no rain. So I'm kind of curious to see what happens there with Jimmy. I would assume he's going to run the Southern Nationals thing more than likely if he's in the points lead, but rain could change that, or if Garrett Smith gets a big lead on him, I don't know. Jimmy hadn't been all that hot necessarily at Tazewell in the last little bit, I would say, but who has? So we'll see what happens when we get to that. I'd like to see Kay Lowdy get in there somehow. I mean, that was a driver from RDS that's been growing on me, so we'll see what happens with that. Y'all be sure to go out and go to these races. I still think it's awesome that they're lowest paying races are $7,500, decent car counts. It's really cool how they pull big fields, but it is not the same people night to night. Like Hedgecock didn't even go not where did they go? Sonoya, he didn't even go.
Sonoya, yeah, he didn't go. Sonoya.
And then show back up for the other two races. And like I just like how they're pulling kind of those different drivers. It's a good deal on that. But we'll see what happens there. All right, moving on. Lucas Oil Late Model Silver Dollar Nationals. Hussets. I think it's Hussets. I like to say Hussets, though. It sounds more fun. And Brandon, South Dakota. I'd love to go to South Dakota, just for the record. One day I'm going to make it. Go see that old, crazy horse. But I don't know. It looks like a pretty cool racetrack. They definitely changed up a little bit. Got rid of that berm. Roll in there for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. For Lucas, had 2 prelims, 10, 10, and 75 for the big money on Saturday night. Car counts, were a little lower than I thought they would be. They're only like 30, 31, and then 44 on Saturday. But pretty good racing. Not a whole lot of passing for the lead, if we're being honest. Thursday night, Moran takes the lead on lap 4 over RTJ, your fast qualifier, pole sitter, and then he leads to the end there. Not necessarily a whole lot going on there, but, decent track. Friday, Garrett Alberson, fast qualifier in Group B. And then Devin Moran was on the pole. And, Devin didn't even lead a lap. I don't know if y'all saw that. But, Engine 49. She was a tick in lap number 1 from third to first, baby. We ain't playing no games. And Davenport ends up getting the win. And, Sheppy tried there at the end of that race. I don't know if you watched. There was like a late restart, and the track kind of got rolled in a little bit around the middle. This thing was kind of bottom dominant, I guess. It was almost like in the feature on Saturday, it really just kept blowing crumbs the whole race, kind of. But I feel like if there would have been 5 more laps on Saturday or Friday, then Shepherd probably would have passed Davenport. But Davenport over Shepherd, RTJ, Moran 4th. No shock there. Saturday, Hudson O'Neal fast qualifier, Hudson O'Neal pole sitter, yada, yada, yada. Hudson O'Neal ends up leading this thing from the beginning to the end. It did not make it all the ways. It had rain, 13 to go. Had to cut it short. They had a big wreck on lap 2. Even though O'Neal won, the top 5 was kind of all on the screen for a good chunk of this race. It was kind of late for me watching it. I watched it after I went to the Yeehaw and ate a bunch of hot chicken and burnt my butt up. But have y'all ever had hot chicken? Do we need to talk about hot chicken?
It's great.
I bet D-Wat's never had hot chicken.
Oh, I've had some fair share.
I'm just going to tell you, this hot chicken that I had, I got the extra hot from the Prince's Hot Chicken down here in Knoxville, Tennessee, Yeehaw Brewing Company. And let me tell you, it burned just as much coming out as it did going in. I hate to tell y'all that, national internet, but anyways, it was delicious. Go get you some down there at Yeehaw Brewing Company in Knoxville, Tennessee, my hometown. Anyways, but yeah, otherwise that's pretty good. Like I said, the top just never really cleaned up. So Davenport was up there trying to mash it late, trying to make something happen. Ended up getting passed by Shepherd and Pierce. Glad to see Bobby not get a win for Lucas race. We're biased here, so we're allowed to say that. I get worried every time he goes out there. He's going to stink it up on him, make him look like
screw that guy.
Glad to see he did not get that done. So, other than that, points are separating a bit there on the 4th place line. Alberson is kind of falling behind Moran. He's slacked off a little bit here lately. Shepherd is catching Alberson, and Shepherd might be catching Moran a little bit too. So, kind of curious to see what happens. He's obviously, Shepherd right now is, I think right now if you look at the top 3 performances over the last month, you're probably looking at Shepherd, RTJ, and Davenport. I would say is the fastest 3 cars, in my opinion. Anybody got any different opinions? Want to tell me I'm an idiot?
No.
I don't know what they did to that Rocket XR1. I listened to another great podcast for those of you who are listening that you should listen to before you listen to this one. The Dirt Reporters, they're talking about Richards and how that car, they've just kind of rebuilt the cars back to an older car, changed some of the stuff back, and it seems like they got that working for them. Plus, they got that sexy wrap, so that was good. But other than that, only other dirt thing I wanted to cover here, Eldora. Like I said, I watched the sprint cars this week. I know y'all didn't, but
good old pushing flips.
I know y'all watched on Thursday night. It was on FS1 as you were instructed to do to support, all racing being on national TV. Come on now, that's pretty cool to see him on FS1. I'm glad to see FS1 turn it back into Speed Channel. That's all I'm saying. So that was cool to see high limit racing there Thursday night at Eldora for the Jokers Jackpot Live on FS1. They had a lot of rain Wednesday. Ended up having They were doing double features on Wednesday. I think it ended at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Tony Stewart was out there, per usual, running track prep on a 4-wheeler at 1 a.m. He's still a badass, in case anybody's curious. But yeah, Thursday, Kyle Larson gets the win over Macri and Rico. Tyler Courtney got in a wicked wreck. Unfortunately, I had a couple wicked wrecks out there for sure at the Eldora Speedway. A couple guys in the hospital. Tyler Courtney, I guess, is going to be done for a while. Had back surgery. Obviously, thoughts, prayers, hopes. Him bought a shirt. So, if you guys listen to the podcast, go buy a shirt, support the guy. He's definitely going to have a little bit of a rough recovery here from his accident at the Eldora Speedway, having to have emergency surgery or whatever the next day. Flipped the car, put the cage into the concrete. That's not ever what you want to do, for sure. But glad that he is, okay and on the road to recovery from that. Rico Macedo Larson was finished Friday night in the World Outlaws. Saturday, Anthony Macri and Rico, followed by Kyle Larson. Rico and Larson, man, they were quick all week. And Macri was too. I guess that's how you say his name. I think that's his name. But he was quick for sure, and he dominated him pretty good on Saturday night. I thought Larson maybe would have enough, but he started kind of far back. He started like 8th Saturday in the $200,000 to win 40-lap A-Main. 40 laps, fellers.
They burned gas too quick.
I gotta ask, does that not feel a little bit ridiculous? $200,000 for 40
stupid,
laps?
but that's what happens when you run methanol.
I mean, they were talking about him running a gallon a lap earlier in the week, and I was like, oh my god, that's absolutely like, how does the EPA feel about sprint cars? Sheesh. But and they all got starters, so then you got to take idle them for an hour to get them started. I do like the whole open red thing's kind of cool. I enjoy that part when that happens and they come out there on the track. But I don't know. For $200,000, we got to run at least 50 laps, at least. I mean, right? I mean, I want to see 100, minimum. But if they run 100, these guys might have to run 4 fuel stops. So I don't know. Figure out whatever the max is you can do on 2 fuel stops maybe, and do it that way. I don't know. They also said that some dependability issues, I suppose, with these big old motors, and it'd be pretty wild. These guys are pretty wore out after 40 laps in these things. So, yeah. I don't know. It's a lot of horsepower between your legs. That's all I'm saying. What, 1,200 pounds, something like that? JP, how much they weigh?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
12, 1,500. I don't know.
I don't care.
JP doesn't like sprint cars, for those of you who don't know. If you guys get starters and a crate motor, he'd probably be interested. But other than that, he's not. So, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. High Limit is also racing Tuesday night. Kyle Larson will be back in action. We'll see if David Gravel shows up. Kind of doubt it, but we'll see what happens there. So, anything else y'all need to talk about dirt?
I got a real quick opinion on Hussets. Okay. I feel like Lucas should have done a better job of knowing if the weather is coming. Could they sped the show up better? And track-wise, man, there was a lot of passing. You couldn't get the outside going. I felt like it was just follow the leader, but that's my take on the track.
I feel like it is a super nice facility. I do feel like the track prep or something, they need to maybe add something to the dirt. I don't know. Like I said, it seemed like the crumbs just kept getting blown across the top, so the top could never get run in. Same thing we saw at Volusia, JP, when we went, right?
Yeah.
Kind of just dirty up top, never really could get that run going. And Davenport tried, but, you had to have more guys than that up there. And it's pretty smart to just run the bottom and then throw the crumbs across it. Nobody can follow you. So, I don't know. But, yeah, I agree. It was a little rough on that. But like I said, it seemed like a super nice facility. I don't want to write it off. I like the Crown Jewel thing. I really like the money they're paying. 10, 75. I mean, the PDC, you got guys that talk about that. That's the best race of the year. We're about to talk about the schedule this week. That's on the schedule this week for World Outlaws. They're paying $5,000 to win for the preliminary and $50 to win the whole thing. And, I'm sorry, but why are we unloading World Outlaws or Lucas cars for $5,000 at this point?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Southern Nationals doesn't race for that at this point. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just, to me, it's just not. It ain't it. Sorry. I love the race, but put more money in it, I guess. And, especially after a weekend like this where you got, the Eldora paying $200,000 to sprint cars. Come on now. Let's get up. It's sad to me that, this. Everybody talks like this is the like this, people want this to be the next Eldora, kind of, right? Like they want this to be the next Dream or the World or whatever. Like it gets talked about, falls this, falls that, but like 50. I mean, it's a lot of money, but we could at least put some money on the prelim night. Sorry, that's my little rant for the week. But anyways, moving on to schedule this week. D-Wood already told us Tuesday, Southern Nats at Toccoa. Wednesday, Flow Racing Night in America as it falls, 20,000 to win Wednesday night ahead of PDC. You have Southern National Sugar Creek, 75 hundo. And then Friday you got 5K at Falls, like I just said, Southern National North Georgia. And then 50K at Falls and 10K at Tazewell to wrap up the Southern Nationals. Monday, the World Outlaws also at Wilmot, and they're going to Cedar Lake after that. So they got big races back-to-back weekends here for World Outlaws. Lucas is off until they run at Florence. I suppose that is the north-south. That's right word.
Probably.
So, we'll see what happens there, but they're off for a couple weeks. So World Outlaws takes their turn now, and we'll see what happens. Other than that, Tri-County has the Tops Outlaws for $4,000 to win. Like I said, there's $10,000 win race at East Alabama Motor Speedway. We'll see what happens there with Owens. I don't know the points situation there. I did not try to look it up. Don't hate me. We'll see what happens. Just one thing to keep in mind. So, other than that, to the Monster Mile we go. D-Watt's favorite NASCAR track of the year.
It is.
How'd you feel about the Xfinity race, bud?
Oh, I thought it was good. I watched pretty much all of it. Yeah, I like the track. I just like how it's kind of like Bristol, but bigger. So I love it, and I like the concrete. So that's something that's just I enjoy. So everybody's different, but I hate they got rain shortened, but can't control the weather. So
yeah, I mean the good thing about the whole rain shortened, just kind of to give the stats real quick.
Yep.
Tanner Gray gets to win stage 1. Connor Zilic wins stage 2. Rain ends it in stage 3, 100 lap 134. Connor Zilic gets to win over Brandon Jones and Eric Amarola. Actually, Eric Amarola and Brandon Jones. But, I don't know. JGR dominated that first stage, which is cool. But like I said, rain shortened. This is not a Mickey Mouse win, though. Like, Zilic was actually leading the race. Everybody was kind of on the same strategy. It wasn't something stupid. This wasn't Justin Haley winning at Daytona. It was a real win, even though it was rain shortened, in my opinion. So, I don't know. Did you think it was better than Sunday's race? I'm just going to go ahead and ask. I didn't get to watch this race. I was actually at a funeral. But did you think it was better?
No. I thought Sunday's was better. I thought it was the Cup race at the end, down the first part of the Cup, which we'll get into.
Okay.
But that's my take. I thought
could they pass in the Xfinity race? I mean, I'm just curious. In the Xfinity race, when you got your nose up behind somebody, they just push. I'm guessing not. It doesn't usually work that way. Usually in Xfinity, you get behind somebody and the back end lifts up. So is that? I mean, I
feel like there was some passing going on Saturday.
That's good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You just glad to see Connor Zilic get the win. What, did you pick him or some crap? I don't think.
No, I didn't pick him, but I might start picking him every week.
That's the one day you got wrong. So you missed by one number. If you'd wrote 88 instead of 8, I don't even know what Sammy says driving.
And he had a mechanical issue. He just had a bad day at the office.
Yeah, it's tough to be a D-Watt sometimes, but I don't know. I mean, it seemed like a good race. I watched highlights of it. I do love Dover, actually. I think Dover's an underrated racetrack by most fans. I was glad to go back in circles. No left, no right turns. I mean, that was kind of nice. I hate the rain thing. It's funny because, like, last week I was talking to somebody at work on, like, Thursday. I'm like, dude, it's Dover. It's going to rain. It always rains at Dover. They put this race in the spring. Now it's in July. Which was 100 degrees there, I saw Sunday, like, in Dover, Delaware. Who would have figured that? I don't know. Wild times. But congratulations, Connor Zilic. That's his 4th win. He is out here just absolutely, at this point, stinking it up pretty much on the Xfinity Series field. I was proud of him. Another week, not caution filled. Good job. I can't say that word. But to all you Xfinity drivers for quite a while. So I just want to say good job when it is time. I'm proud of y'all for making it happen. Connor Zilic now has 24 playoff points. That does make him only second points. He is probably looking to be your points leader here when we go for the reset in the playoffs. Justin Allgaier still the points leader by 56 points, but Zilic has him by 3 playoff points currently. So we'll see what happens there. They obviously are going with us next week to Indianapolis Motor Speedway. JP wished they were at IRP. We're not going to tell anybody that. But yeah, all right, Cup race. You enjoyed the first half, Dwat. Let's hear it. What did you enjoy about the first half of the Cup race? Me and JP want to know.
Well, I was watching it right down here, and there was not much going on. Bell spun out early, or at some point spun out twice, but not much. Yeah, not much went on the first half.
Chase dominated. Bell got the lead. Bell looked good. Chase, Bell, Hamlin. All the Hendrick cars were good. Bowman, Larson. Yeah. JP, were you glad to see Larson running up there for most of the day?
Yeah, it was good that he actually could seem to drive for once recently.
Basically, Chase wins first stage win of the year for him, big time deal. Bell wins stage 2, not his first stage win of the year. In case y'all didn't know, he's pretty decent. And, like, going into stage 3, I was thinking in my head, like, if Bell wins this race at the end of the day, I get to go on the podcast and say, Dear Dennis, you're the number 2 driver at Joe Gibbs Racing, because they don't even like your attitude when you blow up at Chicago, and Christopher Bell's better than you. Ha, ha, ha. And then Dennis was like, Dear Casper, F you. And, but no, I mean, I don't know. So we get to stage 3, all right? So let's kind of tell what happened. So we have this caution. We're like in the middle of a pit cycle. We have a caution. Was it No, it was Ross Chastain.
Ross?
Yeah. Spins out for no reason with, like, I don't know, 18 laps to go or something like that. And then it starts raining, and we're like, oh hell, here we go. The caution before that though was 60 laps to go or whatever. I just want to point out, Alan Gustafson, the best crew chief in NASCAR, decided to take the guy that was going to inherit the race lead down pit road to be the last car off pit road with 2 tires, not 4, because we can't waste time because there's no cars behind us. So let's take 2, and then we don't need the lead. I mean, who wants clean air in a next-gen car? I mean, it's completely useless. 2 tires is probably better than clean air 10 times out of 10, if you ask me. So that was a really great call, Alan. I was out here watching it, and I walked in the house, and she was like, what happened? I was like, he did it again! Alan pissed it away again! I mean, they dropped the jack on that one pit stop, made it back up, had like an 8.5 second stop the next time, gave him the lead back on the next stop, and he was good. Like, they weren't going to pass him as long as he had the lead. And then I don't understand why they came down. Nobody was thinking about them coming down. Letarte didn't have that on the bingo card. Junior didn't have that on the bingo card. No, nobody had that on the bingo card. It was so bad that, like, TNT's like, Chase Elliott pitted.
Why?
Weird. Somebody cut to the 9 car. Like, it was that bad of a pit call. I'm sorry, Alan. It is what it is. They talked about it on the radio. They both kind of, I don't know. This happens all the time. I was a Jeff Gordon fan. Tried true. I've been a Chase Elliott fan. I like AG, love him to death, but God, he does some stuff sometimes. I'm just like, what are we doing? Why? Please, no. Maybe we could do like that thing like they're doing at Gibbs. Get Chad Knaus to come make pick like strategy calls, like Chris Gale's doing or whatever for Gibbs. I don't know. It's something, man. I don't know. It's whatever. Allen's a good guy. He's a good crew chief. He makes good adjustments. He's good for Chase, but I'm kind of at the point where, like, I don't know that if they don't win a championship this year, I want a crew chief change. And it's not because Allen's a terrible crew chief. It's just like, let's just try something different because what we're doing right now ain't working. So I say that. We have the points lead. Best average finish.
There's no chance Chase wins a championship this year. Sorry.
I mean, I kind of agree. But, I don't know. He looked good. This is the most laps he's led in like 3 years. Their cars look good every week. Consistent. Old point style, he wins. We can chalk that up. It'd be just like Jeff Gordon's championships. He would have won on the old point style. Alan Gustafson was his crew chief into his career, too. So we'll point that out. Saw how many championships there. I don't know. Sorry, I'm done with that. All right, anyway, so we get to the rain. So it rains, right? Fast forward, it rains. Hamlin's leading. Bell second. Was it Larson third, I think?
I don't even remember.
Larson, Bowman. One of these Hendrick cars was third. Anyways, it's like 14 to go. We're going to eat. I'm like, this thing's over. They're going to end it, surely, right? And then they're like, nope, not going to end it. Did y'all, before we get into what happened after that, did you think they were going to call it yay or nay?
No.
No, I didn't think they were going to call it.
No. Okay.
No.
So I have a fan question for Benjamin from Chattanooga asks, if anybody but Denny Hamlin was leading the race, would they have restarted it?
No.
So his point is actually pretty decent. Well, obviously, NASCAR hates Dennis at this point. Like, clearly hates him. And he's leading. So, you end this thing, it's over. So, anyways, I actually don't think it would have mattered necessarily from the Denny perspective. NASCAR is going to try to restart this race. I feel like they've actually been pretty consistent in this for as being as inconsistent as they are about stuff. They're going to try until they can't anymore. So, I don't. But so here, I wanted to rephrase Benjamin's question and ask it this way. This is real ugly, and I can't answer because I have a Chase Elliott helmet back here. So you two have to be the judge on this one. If Chase Elliott was leading this race with 14 laps to go and it raining, would they have restarted this race?
No. No chance in hell.
Okay, here's the thing. It was just a passing shower. They dried it. Maybe they had hope.
No. That's not what I'm asking. If Chase Elliott was leading this race and NASCAR can hand Chase Elliott a Mickey Mouse win,
no chance in hell they would have gone back green.
They wouldn't have gone back to green.
No.
I really appreciated Benjamin's question there, but I felt like, the Chase question was just a scotch better. But, no, I mean, obviously NASCAR doesn't like Denny. I feel like they have been somewhat consistent on trying to restart these things so they get to the end of their window or whatever. But I don't know. It was kind of dumb they wasted, an hour and a half everybody's time for Denny to just go ahead and win. I think if anybody other than a Gibbs car restart next to him those two times, I don't think he wins the race, though, just to be honest. But, I don't know, man. It is what it is. Congratulations to Dennis. We're not even going to talk about that. You suck. He said on his podcast today he might retire if he gets to 60 wins this year. So I guess we're pulling for that now. Championship and win. I tried to order a Progressive shirt today because I have to buy one at some point. I did actually find one, but they were out of my size. So Denny Hamlin has, no merch. It's so bad. It's awful.
Because nobody wants to wear it.
Nobody likes him. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to get it ready so when he wins the championship, I can at least wear the shirt and be like, "Dear Dennis, I'm sorry. You were right. I was wrong. I'm an idiot." But it just hadn't happened yet. All right, so y'all don't think the race will be started. All right, so let's talk about this. So then they get him back in the car. We can roll them off pit road.
And then they stop them under yellow.
Right there in turn 2, coming on the backstretch. Just stop them on the apron. Yeah, ever seen that before?
No.
Stopped race cars with the yellow flag?
They should have rethrown the red flag if that's what they wanted to do.
Yeah, so I don't have a problem with them throwing the yellow flag and stopping the cars, I guess, but, throw the red flag. Don't put the yellow out. It looks stupid. It drew attention to that's not something they normally do anyways, but it drew attention to what they were doing. The weepers were coming out from underneath the safer barrier was a problem. Junior made a really good point about the shims underneath the safer barrier. Only question on that is how safe is it if that safer barrier is not all the way on the ground. Splitters and stuff might be going under it. They don't want that. So we'll see what happens there. But I'm sure NASCAR will look into that. But I don't know, just put the red back out. This does bring me to my whole thing I want to talk about the last couple weeks about road courses. That's what I want to see on road course yellow flags. I want bring them down, gather them up, stop them, line it up, bring them down pit road, come back out, stop them till the track is clear. Roll them to the choose and go to green. 1 lap, every caution. Yeah. All quick yellows. Everybody pits at the same time. I think that's what they need to do. That's your fix on your 30-minute road course cautions. You may have to take laps off the race, a couple here and there, but those 20-minute caution laps, dude, I can't do it. Especially if they want to ever go back to a great road course that they should go back to called Road America. It's 4 miles long. This would be perfect. But so NASCAR, you're learning. Just take that to the road course, not the oval. Will be good. Well, I'll be good. But it's kind of dumb. All right. Christopher Bell. Anybody other than Denny Hamlin, does Christopher Bell win that race? Does he just door him?
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's hard to say. I mean, I feel like if it had been Joe Logano or somebody, that would have been more aggressive. So there's definitely some teammate love there.
Yeah, I seen what that guy did to Bob Gardner. He played that as a defense. So I don't know. Bell spun himself out trying not to wreck Denny. Is my opinion. Probably the right thing to do in a teammate situation. I just I don't know. Like I said, I actually would like to make this argument that Bell is a better driver than Hamlin at this point. Hamlin's on the way out. Bell's the future of Gibbs at this point, honestly. So kind of curious to see what happens there. But then Chase Briscoe, obviously he ain't going to do it. What you got?
Oh well, I was glad NASCAR they did throw a caution there in the overtime because it was a Byron and Noah. So they could have just let him. They could have came on by there and they threw the caution. So I was glad to see that.
Yeah, I mean it was a hard hit. Poor Noah. That's the first time he's been in the top 10 in like 6 months.
Seems like, I mean, he's almost had a recent stretch as bad as Blaney's beginning of the year was.
Yeah.
With not finishing races. I mean,
the whole no Ford Sports really come back to bite them at this point, I think. But we'll see what happens there. Maybe they'll go to Dodge. I don't know. Hate that for Noah because I like him. But yeah, that's a good point. They did throw that yellow. I mean, and I will say this. I talked to Pops on the way to go eat. He called me out. We were going to eat dinner. And I was like, listen, if they restart this race, there's going to be a caution. There was a caution. I told y'all. But yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Did Larson pass the test for you, JP? Were you happy with your boy? Are you glad to see him back?
It's good to see him moving in the right direction, but he needs to go out and win another damn race.
Yeah, so we're going to Indy where, I don't know if y'all remember, but he just absolutely waxed everybody's ass last year. I mean, just smoked them. You think it's going to happen again, Dwat, or you think Blake's winning?
I
think the 5 will be really good at Indy.
Yep. I got a good pick coming for y'all on this one.
Here's the thing. I think we're going to have a repeat of what he did in the IndyCar. I think he's going to wreck.
Driving too hard?
Yep.
I don't know. He's getting his, that's fine. He's getting his mojo back a little bit, in my opinion. Just because, like, the whole sprint car thing and all that. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. The last note is Ty Dillon versus Ty Gibbs is the battle now in the bracket playoff. Ty Gibbs versus Ty Dillon for a millie.
I'll take Ty.
We're all smart ass. I know we're all pulling for Ty Dillon at this point because nobody likes Ty Gibbs. Dwat might pretend to because he has a Taylor Gray shirt with a number 54 on it, but he doesn't really.
Oh yeah, give me Ty Gibbs. Give me Ty Gibbs on Sunday.
I hope Ty gets another one of those. We haven't got to the
picks yet. Calm down.
I hope Ty gets another one of those good old-fashioned TRD milkshake machines for an engine this week.
Oof, that'd be nice. NASCAR might make it happen. You never know. No, I don't know. I think that Ty Gibbs can win this thing as the number 32 seed. I don't know what that looks like for them.
I think he's got a damn chance.
To be honest, so I pulled it up. I already posted it on X yesterday. Last year, Ty Dillon actually ran the 33 car at Indy. Even though he didn't run the full season, he ran the 33 car at Indy for RCR, and he beat Ty Gibbs by 7 spots.
Can we talk about RCR for a minute now that you bring that up?
Yes, please. I don't have
do you know what I'm talking about?
Richard?
Yeah. Coming on the radio after the race. We need some damn race cars or we're in a tough spot, whatever he said.
Well,
Richard, you own the damn company. Spend some money. Get some new people. I don't care. Figure the shit out.
So there's a lot of people have had that same reaction today on the internet. Dwat, do you think Richard Childress is afraid to spend money?
Yeah, I feel like if he would...
Really? Oh.
Yeah, I feel like he needs to step up a little bit.
I mean, if you're going to say that to your team, yeah.
He's got Kyle Busch. He's got these guys that's got potential, but yet they ride around in the mid-pack.
Yeah. I mean, so... Go ahead, JP.
Here's what he needs to do. He needs to take old grandson out there and kick him out the damn seat. That's step number uno.
Keep going. What's step number dos?
Get somebody else.
Tyler Reddick. Heard it here first. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like Richard's afraid to spend money. I think they did their little thing with Hendrick there for a little bit, and they were really good for a minute. And I don't think they're doing that anymore. And I think they're slowed down. And it's really hard with Chevy. Clearly, everybody knows, like, Hendrick's number 1 Chevy team probably will be till the day they die at this point. Like, till they sell it, shut it down, whatever, and then honestly they're just going to keep going with that. So, I don't know. It's tough for them as far as that goes. Maybe they need to look into manufacturing. They need to start buying Hendrick cars. I don't know. The parity is quickly going away in this next-gen car. I mean, surely y'all have noticed that. I consider Dover to be a really good, telltale sign for that. 8 cars, basically Hendrick and Gibbs. So Clearly, they're the top 2 right now. Penske, your boys are where are they at?
Sucking.
Back, not in the front. So they can pull it together when it matters. Don't get me wrong, but like right now they're not there. So I don't know. I think it's interesting that Richard said that. We'll see what happens. I'm with you on the get rid of Austin Dillon, and I honestly think bring back Tyler Reddick if you can. I think he'd be crazy not to. Well, maybe I don't know. They don't have the performance. They have to get some motors, some power, I guess. I mean, if Kyle Busch can't win it ain't that good at the end of the day. I'd stick by that until I die too. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, picks. I guess that should about wrap it up. Next week, Cup's at Indy, Xfinity's at Indy, and the trucks are IRP. So last week's picks. We're not going to talk about it. Dwat smoked everybody. Picked the 11 to win the Cup race, which I said was a good pick at the time. I really should have gone with him. I knew it. I just couldn't do it. Yada, yada. Congratulations. You also got the one with Madden. Me and JP went over. So congratulations. Like we said last week, this banana ball, so you only get 1 point. Unfortunately, 10-10-3. So you're making ground. You can make it up. So here's the deal, though. To try to sweeten the pot this week, we're going to run twin features, okay?
Oh, baby.
We got twin features on the picks, all right? So I'm going to give you this. We're going to make these picks. We're going to roll this in here so we can make this a decent clip, all right? A feature is going to be Cup, Xfinity, and then the tie versus tie pick. The B feature is going to be the PDC, trucks, and a Southern Nationals champion or winner. On the Southern Nationals, you get to pick. You can pick a winner or the champion. I don't care. Just make a Southern Nationals related pick. All right? That sound fair enough? Any changes need to be made?
No.
All right. Sounds good. Dwat won, so JP won the week before that, which means I'm going first again. Xfinity at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Give me the 88 Connors Village.
Good pick.
All right. That'll be JP up next.
I'll take Austin Hill.
We're doing A feature first, by the way, so you can pick anything in that A feature. All right. Dwat.
All right, I'll also do the Xfinity. Give me Jesse Love at Indianapolis.
No. Absolutely not. He'll wreck himself there. All right. Did you take Austin Hill?
Yep.
God, y'all are both on crack. Them RCR cars ain't going to be no good there. They can't turn. They can just draft. There's going to be a little drafting for sure. But, all right, tie versus tie. Give me Ty Dillon. I'm going straight up for it. We all have to pick one of these two, so obviously some of us are both going to pick it. But I'm going to pick Ty Dillon for the dub. Faux show, Ty Dillionaire. That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to go ahead and go with the Cup race.
All right.
I'm going to take the number 12 machine.
Baby.
Oh, I like it.
No, absolutely not. Dwat.
Too bad.
All right, tie versus tie. That's good. Give me Ty Gibbs.
Yeah, I figured. All right, and I only have one left. Y'all are really going to like this. Drum roll, please. You're going to tell me I'm crazy. This race produces some first-time winners every once in a while. Fuel mileage,
Carson
driver
Hocevar.
talent. Carson Hocevar. Give me the 77, baby.
Oh, man.
I'm picking him from here to the end. From here to the end every week, I'm picking him in the Cup race. Just letting y'all know.
Maybe it'll happen.
All right, JP, you need a tie versus tie, and then Dwat, you'll need a Cup pick. JP, hurry up. Let's go.
Man, give me Dillon. Screw it.
Yes, sir. Tie money. Dwat, Cup.
All right, give me Kyle Larson to win Sunday at Indy.
Here he goes. He just takes the layups that we try too hard not to take. All right.
Yeah.
Let's do this thing again. B feature PDC. I'm going first again. I'm going to go straight PDC, and I'm going to take the Rocket 1, B5,
Damn.
Brandon Shepard, whatever he's driving.
Yeah,
Give me
that's
that
a
one.
good
That's what I
pick.
was going to take.
That's good. That's
Nah. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but give me the god-awful
You don't even
32
have to
car.
say it.
good. Oh, y'all taking my picks.
Uh-huh.
Somebody's got to take a layup that you can't have.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Give me. Oh, yeah, I'm up. Give me Corey Haim at IRP.
God, this guy.
Jeez.
Give me another layup. I love layups.
Uh-huh. That's not going to happen. He's going to wreck. Somebody will wreck his ass.
All right.
All right, trucks. Southern Nationals. Give me Give me Garrett Smith, the one that raced at Tazewell Speedway on Saturday night. Actually, you know what? Just give me Garrett Smith as a champion over Jimmy Owens. I'm just going to go with that. I think he's going to do it. I really do. Maybe I'll be wrong. But give me that one.
Then I'll go ahead and take Jimmy as the champion, so Dwat can't have that other layup there.
All right. Give me Jonathan Davenport at the Falls.
Wow. No, I don't think so.
No chance.
I don't think if he can, he's better than I think he is, and I think he's pretty damn good, just to be honest with you. So we'll see what happens. All right, so I got trucks. JP's got trucks. The 11's off the table, so we're pretty much picking for second or something. Shoot. Who's running this daggum race? Does anybody know who's running the truck race?
I don't know of anybody.
It's been so long since I've seen a truck on the track. I don't even know their daggum. I really like legitimately borderline can't remember names of who's in the truck series at this point. That's decent. Give me. I'm gonna go with Caden Honeycutt. In the
Damn
45. Yes! Yes, from the top rope, baby.
Damn. I'm getting all my picks stolen this week.
I feel like it's a good track for him, you know? A good short track, flat track,
yeah.
Not wreck. I feel like Ham's going to get taken out in this race. I really do. I feel like him and Riggs, they'll probably take each other out. That's what I was going to go with Riggs, and I was like, they'll probably wreck each other. So,
man. Taking all my damn picks over here. Screw it. Give me Lane. Why not?
Okay, I was going to put the 52 in. I thought you were going to go for Earl Stewie.
No.
He's got a big, great week that's going on. He's running a lot of Super Dirt cars, too. So, Dwat, Southern Nationals pick one, pick a race. Maybe North Georgia winner.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. North Georgia, Chris Madden. I think he's going to be there. I hope so. Give me Chris Madden.
Man. All right, I just want to review Dwat's picks here because they're really tough.
Layup.
He really only has one of his picks that's not probable, and that would be Jesse Love. And Jesse Love, maybe he'll surprise me. I don't know. I can see his Xfinity Super Speedway packages kind of mattering here because it's going to be a lot of power within these straightaways. So drafting probably is going to matter. Maybe that'll translate well for the RCR cars. Maybe all are geniuses picking the 2 and the 21, but other than that, I mean, Dwat, that Larson pick's good. Gibbs, he's the only one that picked Gibbs. That's probably going to happen. Madden wins every race, especially if I go, so probably.
He did not win at I-75, so that's a lie.
That doesn't count because that's Corey Hedgecock's backyard. That
doesn't matter. You said a statement that he wins every race you go to, so you lied.
And I wanted to pick Davenport to win the PDC, so I'm pretty sure he'll probably win it now that Dwat's got him. And then Dwat will be 10-10-5. Dwat come from behind. He only missed the first 5 episodes, so we'll see what happens. But other than that, 1 hot minute a pop. JP, you go first. Talk about whatever you like for 1 minute.
Oh, man. I don't even know. I don't know what to say.
iRacing, what are you racing this week? What's your plans? You got
probably just going to mostly race trucks this week at IRP. That's a good track. All the dirt stuff's at Fairbury, and iRacing at Fairbury is just not good for those who don't know. People that don't know how to drive on a short track just doesn't really work well on dirt.
All right, fair enough. Dwat, your 1 minute. What would you like to talk about?
Let's talk about stickers. So I passed some out at work and elsewhere. So if you got one, send them to us and let us see where you put them at.
Let us see where you put them at. I like that. I got some stickers. I'll show you where I put them. I was thinking about getting I went to a tattoo artist yesterday, and I was thinking about getting on my right cheek.
Oh, God.
And I'm not talking about this one either. I'm talking about, No, I don't know. I put some up at work, too. Nobody that I work with wants a sticker, so I'm not going to waste my time giving it to them. But, I don't know. I got a toolbox good and filled up. My 1 minute. This is what I want to talk about. Denny Hamlin, Michael Jordan, y'all have lost your damn minds. NASCAR is never, ever, ever gonna let you show your face at a racetrack again after this one.
Yeah.
Y'all have lost. It looks pretty obvious to me you're gonna lose. Obviously, the case is in December. Denny's out here making some pretty bold claims like, "Oh, just wait till you see us in court in December and you'll hear the truth." Blah blah blah. They said that every time so far.
Now you want to hear something else?
No, this is my 1 minute. You backed okay? This is my 1 minute. So, Michael, you finally met your match. You never should have started being friends with Denny when y'all were neighbors. I liked you. I still like you as, Michael Jordan, but, like, get out of my NASCAR or something. Like, somebody sign the deal, get it done before y'all look like a bunch of idiots, okay? Really what you need to do is get a better partner. Probably Dale Jr. If I was you, Michael, that's who I'd call. Lord. Heard he's been looking for some Cup charters. Heard there's about to be some available. So, I'm sure NASCAR would love to have a Earnhardt, Jordan. It'll be huge. It'll be huge. Okay. Earnhardt, Jordan Motorsports. We can call it 823. How about that? 823? 823. Is that 2311? I don't know. We'll see what happens. But all right, I'm done. What you got, JP? My minute's up.
Old Pops thinks that there's going to be a deal before the end of the season.
He's on crack.
And potentially before the playoffs.
There's not going to be a deal. I tried to. He tells me this every week. There is not going to be a deal. He's going to love this because he's going to be like, remember that time you said? Because they're going to sign one. But, I mean, like, if I'm Denny and Michael, I would be looking for a deal. The smartest thing they could do at this point would be to sign a deal. I just don't know if they're that smart. And, like, I don't know that NASCAR's interested in signing a deal. They just made those rule changes that you talked about. I don't know. The only thing the question I do have that maybe they would sign a deal. If NASCAR gives some kind of like lifetime rights to these charters, if they would just go to that, I don't even think they want the money. If they could have the lifetime rights to the charters, that'd probably be good enough for them, or at least some security in it, and that would send the value of these things to the roof.
Yeah.
We also hadn't talked about the other whole deal with like Front Row and whoever's buying charters. That's a whole mess too. I didn't even try to get into that one.
I think that was Rick Ware.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm not. That one's pretty complicated. Like they were going to sell them, they are selling them, but it's over debatable when, even though there's contracts been signed. That's a whole mess. But this whole charter thing's turned into a mess. So I'm not a fan of all of it. It's not good for the sport as a whole, in my opinion, to be having these debates. So I am at least glad that we don't have to talk about it now, in theory, until December, basically. So we'll see what happens with that. But real quick, do you guys think they're going to go to Chicagoland next year? They've been talking about it.
No.
Yay, nay, no.
Not next year.
No.
Maybe a year after.
No.
But I think it will return, but I don't know that it'll be next year.
I'm just dreaming. I was hoping maybe it would happen.
I hope it would be too, because I think these cars would probably race really good there.
Yeah.
But
last thing on the way out, Dodge. I have not seen anything about Dodge doing anything to get these trucks ready to go. Which I know motor's easy. Basically, they just got to slap a body on a frame. Like, it's not all that complicated. Yeah. But I don't know. I hope that all actually works out, Like, it seems like for somebody that's been out and has come back in, like, they should be a little bit farther ahead. It's kind of weird we hadn't heard anything about teams or anything like that. So maybe they're going to wait till the playoffs are done because there's going to be teams that aren't in the playoffs. Whatever. Don't want to lose their support going into it. But I don't know. See what happens there. Y'all keep your eyes on that. Be sure to watch Flow Racing Night in America Wednesday night. Be sure to watch some Southern Nationals on Flow Racing. We got racing every night of the week except for tonight, which we got the podcast tonight. We don't even need it. We'll try to get as many clips as we can for you guys. Please share, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Send us a message with some questions. D-Watt wants your questions, particularly about how you guys feel about Ryan Blaney. He's always there to answer those. If you got questions about Denny Hamlin and his dumb butt, you got direct those to Casper, the host. Other than that, find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Podcast, not Google Podcast. But yeah, we're on pretty much everything, so you guys be sure to tune in. Let us know. Give us a like. Give us a shout. Other than that, hammer down. Thanks for watching. Denny still sucks. Thank y'all for listening to the Caution Flag Contemplations Podcast. Our theme music is Hard as Steel by Alex Productions. Thank you all for listening. Hammer down. Find a good race to watch. We'll see you next time. Go buy some merch for Tyler Courtney too while y'all are at it. You made it this far. You need your money.